Welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And it's very interesting because I was reading an article on Washington Post about how this big anti-Valentine's movement has taken over the country and how it's a triggering holiday for some people. And for those people, I say this. Valentine's Day does not have to be about romantic love. And you should not spend time on social media obsessing about people you used to date who might be in relationships now, or about people who are in these picture perfect relationships who feel compelled to post things and shove their relationships in your faces. That's not what it's about. I've always loved Valentine's Day, if for no other reason than to highlight my love of gluten-free baking. And this year I have made dozens and dozens of gluten-free sugar cookie hearts, which are very easy to make. And if you haven't made something yet, then go ahead and do it. Experiment, because Valentine's, if you're not in a relationship, that's okay. It does not have to be about romantic love. It can be about learning how to take care of yourself, and not that millennial self-care. I mean, learning how to talk to yourself, learning how to make decisions that support your life and success, learning how to accept people into your life who also support you, who cheer for your success. And that could be family members and close friends, but making sure the people who are in your proximity are there to support you the way you would support them. And having some reciprocal kindness and cultivating that and showing appreciation for people who are there for you. Like, who's the person you could call at 3 a.m. if you were in a pickle in a foreign country, you just had a kidney extracted from your body, or you were having a panic attack? Bake something beautiful and give it to them. If you have people that you work with who are kind and lovely, then by gum, bring them some Valentine's cookie hearts. I have to say, I have two daughters, and my younger daughter celebrates Galentine's with their friends because they're 14 and 15 years old, and that's what they should be doing. They should be decorating the apartment. They should be baking and frosting and laughing and eating Doritos and watching cheesy movies and all of those things together, celebrating their friendships and the special bonds that you have with your friends, which change and grow and evolve throughout the course of your life. But you remember the friendships that you had when you were in high school, your absolute ride or die friends. And sometimes Valentine's was the best if it was just you. And, me and my best friend Kiki in high school, sure, we were busy starting a gambling ring in our high school and trying to take money from the freshman boys. And by and large, we were both very obnoxious. She had a back brace, and she had headgear the first 2 years of high school. So she was not conventionally attractive, and I was just very loud and flat chested. So we didn't really have boyfriends per se, but we always had a good time celebrating our jackassery together. And that's what Galentine's is for women who put so much pressure on themselves to have this picture perfect relationship, which is not how it necessarily has to be.
Don't go anywhere. More Kennedy Saves the World right after this.
And if you are in a relationship, be thankful for that. Be grateful for that and celebrate the aspects that brought you into someone's life and brought them into yours, and get them something rad. But you don't have to post it on social media as though your romantic superiority sets you apart from the rest of humanity, because it doesn't. It should be private. It should be personal. It should be sacred. And it's like the body parts that I was talking to Emily Austin about a couple of weeks ago on the podcast. You don't necessarily have to advertise and display every single thing like that. There are so many different types of love. We do have religious faith, unless you're an atheist. We have love for ourselves, which can be lacking if you are beating yourself up and making choices that are compromising the quality of your life. And you know exactly what I'm talking about with those choices. There's the love that you have for your family, the love that you have for your friends, and romantic love. And if you are not engaged in only one aspect of that, it doesn't mean that you have to turn the holiday into something depressing. Make it what it is to you. And if there's not enough there in your life that is just about you, not necessarily about other people or a romantic partner, then do your part to make your life better, stable, happier, more meaningful. And maybe this is a good jumping off point to make your life as incredible as it can be just for yourself. Because anyone who's been in a relationship will tell you that the most attractive quality about someone is when they are truly happy in their own skin. And maybe that's what you have to do starting with Valentine's Day. So go bake something succulent and chocolatey and filled with calories. Do some experimentation. Share the love with people in your life who truly have your back, and make the holiday something completely different and unique without comparing yourself or your story to anyone else's. And you can still be bitter at the world with your friends and laugh at everyone else while eating amazing, sweet creations. This has been Kennedy Saves the World. Baby, I will always be your Valentine. But really, my only Valentine is my sexy teenage boyfriend. I'm Kennedy.
Listen ad-free with a Fox News Podcast Plus subscription on Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Prime members can listen to this show ad-free on the Amazon Music app. Oh, go ahead and leave me a review while you're there. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You've been listening to Kennedy Saves the World on the Fox News Podcast Network.